Well, good morning, everybody. Can you see all the smoke? Over there is a big hill. You can barely see it. But yep, there's lots of smoke in the air. Again, another day. Well, yeah, smoky, smoky, smoky. You'd think they'd have that darn fire out by now. I'm sorry. I don't understand. I don't think it's not that big of a fire, and it's been burning for a long time. You see the smoke plume coming up. I mean, it's not even a big plume from the actual fire spot. I don't know. I'm not a firefighter, though. You know, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But it seems like it's going on way too long for that little fire. But my boss asked me to come in early today, so we are up at the crack of... Well, I was up earlier, but didn't run the heater last night. I got up at... Well, I turned it on at 6 this morning because I was getting out of bed at 7. And when I was brushing my teeth, the sun had just popped up. A little higher now. But we are heading to work. So I think my batteries are basically balanced now. The old one got down to 90% last night. The new one was at 86. 4% difference. It's not like I'm running $1,000 batteries. I have a pretty good thought that they're pretty close, as good as they're going to get anyways, you know. I mean, my batteries are a quarter of the price of some of these American-made ones. I can't afford $1,000 batteries. Can't do it. And you know what? My Java battery has been working great. I would have loved to got another one of those, but because I really like the app for those, but they're unavailable. I don't know if the Chinese government shut the company down or what. But it was to the point, the only thing I could have gotten was a 300 amp hour non-self-heating. That was the only one that they had left I could find. And first off, I didn't want self-heating, or non-self-heating. It's going to be cold in that garage. I want them to self-heat. So that's what I got. 2 different batteries, 100 amp hours each. And hopefully when we go to get a third one, the second one I bought is still available. So we don't have 3 different types. Oh well, but I'm off tomorrow, so it's supposed to be a nice day. I need like 25 amps of power. If I was getting full solar, that's less than an hour to charge my batteries back to full. Plus what I would draw during the day. If I'm getting 70% right now because it's getting late in the season, maybe total today with draw 2 hours. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with getting rid of this generator. Like I said, if I need to, I drive to work half an hour each day. You know, that's an hour. And when I draw 400 watts, same thing. So there's 32 amps in a day. Again, that's, you know. So yeah, I'm getting rid of the generator. Tomorrow I'm going to put it up online for sale. Alright guys, we will see you on the flip side after work. Hopefully it's going to be a lovely day. And hopefully we have a lovely evening. Alrighty. We are out of work. Went in like 40 minutes early. About a half an hour early. They said, "You want to go home?" I'm like, you know, what the heck? It's my Friday night. I'll get out while it's still light out. Don't really have to stop anywhere. Like I said, tomorrow I want to get at least the, solar wires all cut to size, crimped, put together down the center of the van, so there's no more wires on the outside. Yeah, I'm not gonna wire the plug-in for the inverter. It's supposed to be cruddy on the next day, so maybe just cold and yucky. We'll do that on Wednesday. I don't know. But Tuesday, I'm doing very little. I just want to get those solar wires done. That way it's all nice and neat up on top for myself. And, yeah, other than that, tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to get into. I'd like to do something kind of fun, you know what I mean? We haven't done anything fun lately. I don't know. See what happens. But we'll head back to the parking camp lot, whatever you want to call it, parking lot camp. And man, I wish I could find I wish I remembered where I put my binoculars. I know it's somewhere. Oh, they might be in my top drawer. I'd like to take a better look at that comment. I mean, I can't show you guys through the binoculars, but at least I don't think. When I was going to a hike back in 20, I bought all those little clip-on lenses for the phone, but they just sucked. They didn't clip on with a rip, so I just returned them all. But you can, and even it doesn't. My $1,500 Samsung phone that I bought that I didn't need is worse than my phone that I used that I bought 5 or 6 years ago and I hiked on the PCT with. That phone did so much better pictures. Wow, smoke's really in the air again tonight over the mountains. Yeah, it tries to be too fancy and fix stuff you don't want to fix. It's completely horrible for anything nighttime. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll mess with it a little bit before the... I mean, I've messed with it multiple times, and I've never been able to get it right for nighttime photos. But maybe we'll try. I don't know. There's something else. There's something I can install. It came up yesterday when I was trying to look for other settings, but I don't know. There's always an app for everything now, it seems like. I don't have any ice cream. I don't need any ice cream tonight. I finished my Ben & Jerry's last night. But okay, let's head back to the camp lot and see what we find ourselves doing tonight. Probably not going to be a heck of a lot, I'll be honest with you. But okay, we'll see you at the lot. Well, got back, set up camp. I throw the window coverings up and I put the bean chair in the front seat. That's setting up camp. That's all I have to do. I really don't even have to put the covers up, because if I shut the curtain, it blacks out the entire front of the van. Better for, a little insulation, I guess. Almost looks like it's a full moon tonight. We'll have to take a picture of it when it gets a little higher. Pretty nice moon last night. That's why I took a picture of it through the trees. But I did find my binoculars. I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, geez, I know where they are. They're in my top drawer. So I can try to take a look at it. It won't help you guys, but I'll tell you if it was kind of cool. With a binocular anyways, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I started out with a ball cap and no coat on, and as soon as I came out here, I'm like, you know what? I might as well just give up. In 10 minutes, it's going to be I'll be switching anyways. So I put this stuff on. Yeah, I have a funny story. Oh yeah, I think that. Oh man, if it isn't full, it's that close. I have a funny story, but it's kind of embarrassing as well. But you know what? What the heck, right? It was a long time ago, so stuff happens. So I was fishing up in the North Atlantic, and the owner had already moved one of the boats to the Gulf of Mexico, and they needed uh, first mate. So I'm going to go down and you know fish for the other boat. And well, first it takes basically all day to get there, and I had first class ticket down, and they're giving you cocktails, free cocktails. Heck, I'm going to drink them. So then I finally get to the boat, found it, and then I met some of the crew, and of course let's all go to the pub, and I think it was probably on purpose that they helped me get a little inebriated. I mean, I wasn't anything bad. I was just probably really tipsy. So next morning, me and the captain, we're gonna start icing the boat. I'm obviously there. Nobody else is other than me and the captain. And I mean, it's like 3:30 in the morning. We're getting up to start this, and he yells down to me in the forecastle that we're gonna start icing the boat. So I'm like, okay, I'll be up in a minute. So I got up to use the bathroom. Boat didn't have a bathroom on it. It had an oven. I opened that oven door, put my hand against the port side's bulkhead, and relieved myself. Oh man, he came back in the wheelhouse screaming at me, and I'm like, "Yep, I'm coming. Just a minute." Oh my gosh. Uh, Obviously, I got a very large tongue lashing right off the bat. Uh, Proceeded to clean the oven with toothbrushes and everything else possible. Every chemical known to man. And, I got it clean. We got the ice up, but, everything, um, and, I am livid. This is the first time this guy's met me, and I'm going to be working side by side with him on a boat. And, I mean, he treated me like I've deserved for the entire trip, you know, like the piece of I was. Um, I weathered it out. It was my, I mean, my fault. Unfamiliar spot, you know, you know. Oh, but he rode me hard. Put it that way. Uh, After that trip, um, went to everything back to normal. He knew I was a good worker. I learned the boat. Um, you know, Fit in with everybody. Everything was working very good, and we ended up becoming very good friends. Me and the captain spent off in between trips. We'd get a room together sometimes. Became very good friends, and after a little while, after he got to know me and we became friends, he's like, he brought it up, and I'm like, Ricky, dude, please, please, I'm so sorry. He's like, oh God, no. If you think that's bad, and he went on to tell me stories for like hours. Just, you know, he was in the top bunk one night, basically the same thing, except he didn't even get out of bed. He just dropped his drawers and made a fountain, and the poor guy underneath him caught it. Oh man, he told me all kinds of stories that things he had done or seen, and he started fishing when he was like 12 years old. He took his first boat out. He stole it, really. The captain didn't show up because he was too damn drunk. So Ricky said, "Screw it, I'm gonna take the boat out." So he didn't. The owner had been calling him for days, and he wouldn't answer the radio. The crew was working for him. He was a 14-year-old kid. Finally, the owner said, "Hey, I'm calling the Coast Guard. I'm reporting that boat stolen." So he finally answers the radio, and he said, I don't remember the name of the boat, but, hailed the owner. Owner said, "You need to get your this boat right back in here. You're never." And Ricky said, I can't remember that. He's like, "Well, am I going to get my cut of like the 50,000 pounds of fish?" He's like, "You caught how many? Stay out there. Keep fishing. You're my new captain." He became a captain at the age of 14 down there in the Gulf of Mexico. He taught me a lot. He was a really good guy. I really enjoyed fishing with him. He told me so many stories. It was funny. Yeah, but I was so embarrassed. It was amazing. And rightfully so. He rode me like no tomorrow. I'm, you know, after I got everything cleaned up, when the boat was iced, everything was ready, the bait was on board and everything. He took me out on deck, and he, again, I've fired and left people ashore for way less than that. Blah blah blah. And he was right, 100%. But like I said, we became great friends. Fished together for a long time, and until he had to have a surgery, and the owner was actually going to take the boat out, and I didn't like the way he fished. Um, I liked him as a person, as an owner, but I just didn't like the way he fished the boat. So I didn't. I decided to leave the boat. But yeah, that was a good time working with Ricky down there. Yep. But man, couldn't believe I did that. I mean, I can. Obviously, I did it. But, I'm sorry if it's too much information for you guys, but hey, stuff happens in life, and you gotta grin and bear it sometimes. And if you fudge up royally, expect the consequences. Excuse me. Not today. Nobody can be second place. Everybody's got to get a participation ribbon. If that person was getting the gold medal every time and you weren't, wouldn't you think it'd make you want to work harder at it? I don't know. That's just my take. Oh, yeah. Oh, advice, tip from Jellybean. Do not piddle in an oven. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for me. I'm going to enjoy my Friday night. I'm going to have a couple adult beverages. I'm going to edit the video quick. I'm going to watch some YouTube. I'm going to take a picture of this moon. That's actually what you already saw. I'm going to put it in prior. And then, actually, you would have already seen it. You know that. And, yeah, I'm going to wait for that comment. Got my binoculars. See if we get a better view. I'll let you know tomorrow. But okay. Thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. As always, it helps the channel. And I hope you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors.